Toledo Biz TV Shows proudly presents this episode of Internet Video Tips, Growing Your Business with Video, with your host, online video specialist, Pat Altvader. As business people, we've heard the phrase before that people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. And video is a perfect medium for helping our prospects get to know and like us, providing that we're likable in our videos. And that's the topic of my show today, tips on how to be more likable. There was a study done at a university where one of the departments had a job opening. So the psychology department researchers went over and videotaped all of the job interviews. Then they took those tapes back to their lab and they had observers come in and watch the videotapes with no audio, if you can imagine that. And after they were done, the observers had to say who they would hire for the job. And predominantly, those observers selected the exact person that was hired, without ever seeing their resume or hearing a word that they said. That has a lesson for us in nonverbals. So nonverbals are essential to be more likable. And so the researchers went back and they determined what were the crucial nonverbals that caused those observers to consistently choose the exact same person that was actually hired. I'm going to let you know what those are. The first thing that they noted was the person who was hired and was selected by the observers was the person who smiled the most. Now I have to really smile, right? And what it is that smiling creates an emotional connection between people. But when we get in front of the video camera to do a shoot, it's hard to have an emotional connection with our video camera. So we have to consciously remember that we need to smile. I provided some tips on how to make this easier for you in my blog post that you'll find a link to along with my show here. The second thing that they noted was the person who had the best eye contact was the person selected by the observers and the department. And so that means when you're creating your videos, you want to make sure you're looking right at your video camera. Don't read off your computer so your eyes are down like this. That's frustrating for the people who are watching you. Or don't look over here to your notes. Instead, just know what you're going to say and speak authentically right to the camera. And finally, it was the person who had the best gestures. They were the most animated. So they nodded their head, they had gestures, they leaned in and out. So remember that when you sit stiff and never move a thing, you come across in your video as stilted. So instead, if you use your hands to talk, do that. Just make sure that whatever you do is not distracting. So follow those 3 tips and you will create videos that cause your viewers to think that you are likable. Until next time, practice smiling. Toledo Biz TV Shows thanks you for watching this episode of Internet Video Tips with Pat Altvader. For more great information, visit Pat's website at ToledoInternetVideoMarketing.com. Also browse the other shows found right here at Toledo Biz TV Shows.